This is JakeSoga13 here, and today we're going to be doing some FIFA generation squads. Um, and I have it on the Italy squad first, doing international teams, just to look back to see which teams have had some great players. I'm going to be doing Italy, Spain, Germany, and Brazil. And I actually think, since I haven't done a lot of videos in a while, and I might not be doing any for the next couple weeks either, that I'm going to try to do a squad builder and another one of these um, generations videos. Um, Probably both tonight, and it just depends on how quickly they upload and stuff like that. But anyways, so yeah, we're just looking back at FIFA generations and all the players in the team. It's the best, the highest rated players in the teams, the highest team rating you can get with a certain formation. Like this one, I only see one weak spot as a right mid. It's because Italy really don't have one. And they do have a couple more central players, but then you'd be missing out on Di Natale because I didn't want to switch any players to positions they couldn't play. Like, for example, having a right back play center back or a center back playing left back or something like that. Um, So just switching players from like center forward to striker, center forward to offensive mid, center mid to defensive mid, stuff like that is all that I've done. And when it comes to defensive mids, I only put them there if they're actually fit to play defensive mid. Like you can't have a defensive mid with like 55 defending and 40 some heading. But anyways, so let's get into squads. The standout players in this squad are Del Piero, Totti, Cassano, and Di Natale. All four of those players were absolutely amazing in FIFA 10. I had all four of them in a team, and it was a Serie A team that I think I had like, I don't know, Serie A Liga BBVA hybrid, but FIFA 10 was, there were loads of high-rated players, and Del Piero, Totti, and Cassano all have similar stats, but like, Del Piero has the highest shooting, Totti has the highest passing, and Cassano has the highest dribbling. They all have 78 or 79 pace. And then Di Natale, he's got the pace, the shooting, the passing, the dribbling, decent defending, decent heading. And he was a great outside mid. He plays striker now. And he may be retiring. Not quite sure. I think he said at some point he was going to retire. I think he's thinking about it now. But he already retired from the Italian national team. And then we also have De Rossi, who's been pretty high rated in all the Ultimate teams in FIFA, but he's been around 86, 85, 84. And then Pirlo in there, Alessandro Nesta, Gambarini, Chiellini, and Camoranesi. And then I left out Buffon, actually, from standout players, but he was a 90 rated goalkeeper back then. And him and Casillas both just amazing goalkeepers over like the past 10 years or so. And Buffon, I think he was in the one of the top goalkeepers. Like he won the award for the best goalkeeper 3 or 4 years, something like that. But yeah, Casillas won it also a couple of years. Neuer's won it either once or twice now. But yeah, those three are the main goalkeepers. Now I'd say too, with a couple others. And anyways, on to the next team. There is Spain, and that's probably the best team of the four because you have the Torres Villa strike partnership up there, which I absolutely loved using. And they're both 89s back then. Villa has went down drastically, as has Torres, and they'll probably keep going down in the next FIFA. Then David Silva, Fabregas, Iniesta, and Xavi. All those have been pretty high rated over all the Ultimate teams, which would be FIFA 10 through FIFA 14 are the only ones that have Ultimate Team. And in this, I had no idea that Xavi was 92 rated, which I thought it was just like a footwiz mistake, so I went over to Foothead and looked back at it. But he was a 92 rated center mid, which I didn't remember because like that's the same rating as Ronaldo, and then Iniesta had a 91 rated as well. So I was actually surprised about both of those. And then PK, Puyol, and Ramos, the three Those three started for Spain pretty much since 2008. All three of them were basically starters, and then Jordi Alba recently getting into the Spanish team. I say recently, he kind of moved into the squad around 2011, 2012 as a left back. Before that, he played left wing, and Capdevila played at the left back position. But Alba, by far the lowest rated player on the team. The rest of the team, all very high rated. And then Casillas, 91 rated, FIFA 10 card. Love using that card, and even in this FIFA 14, he's down at 86. I still think he's a great player in real life and in FIFA. And then the next team in the list is Germany, and I thought that they would have a better team. They actually only have a 72 rated team, which is without a bench. I think Spain's was 75 and Italy's was 73, so both much higher. Well, Spain much higher and Italy higher by one. But the main reason for that is because Schmelzer is in there at left back, and then they also don't have two amazing center backs. Mertesacker, his highest rating was 83, and that's actually the second highest rated German center backs from FIFA 10 to FIFA 14. And then Hummels, his highest card is 85, but he is the best center back that they've had in Ultimate Team. Neuer in goal, he has had a lot of Team of the Seasons and stuff. I didn't mention this. This is only base cards, and like no, well, player upgrades will count, but Team of the Seasons, Team of the Year, stuff like that aren't in it. And Neuer's highest rated base card was 87. I think he actually had two 87 rated cards, possibly. Maybe not, but at least three 86 rated cards. And then Lam at right back with an 87 rated card. He's had that 87 rated card for the past three FIFAs, I think. And then Müller, Götze, Ozil, and Royce in there. All still have a lot of years left to play. They're all very promising midfielders. All World Cup winners except for Royce, who was unfortunately injured for the World Cup. And then Schweinsteiger, the rock of a center midfielder that I'd say is probably their best center mid still, and probably will be for the next couple of years. I don't think Khedira really should start ahead of him in the sense of center mids or center defensive mids. And he is 88 rated, is his highest base card. And a few of these players will probably have upgrades in the next FIFA. Mertesacker probably won't be above 83. Schmelzer will probably go up, maybe not. Hummels probably up by one. Muller up by one. Royce up by a few. Götze possibly up by one. And the last player on the team is Gomez, who's really dropped off over the past couple seasons, pretty much as soon as he left Bayern Munich. But he was an 87 rated striker for Bayern Munich. He now plays for Fiorentina, I think. Not really sure, but he didn't even make the German team. And Klose, I think, should have. Well, he's never really had an amazing season, so that's why he's never really had a high FIFA card. He's kind of more based around the ultimate or the international team than at club level. And the last team, which I also thought was kind of disappointing, is Brazil, who had a 74 rated, which is actually the second highest. But looking back at a couple players, you'd think the rest of the team would be good. But they do have a very average rated, as in 84 to 86 rated players, and then Maicon and Julio Cesar, and then Pato, that 87 rated striker card. I think at the time he was like 20 years old, which is crazy. He dropped off a lot. Obviously, his FIFA rating started to change. Kaká's 86 rated card that has amazing stats, and then Amari, who most of you may not know, he played for Juventus. I think he did up till FIFA 13 maybe, and I don't know where he plays now. Then Hulk in there, who's always been pretty high rated, but never like a standout player. He's 85 is his highest rated card. His highest rated base right mid card. He'd have an 86 center forward card, but then that would leave Brazil without a right midfielder. And then Ronaldinho, who has a couple offensive mid cards, but his highest rated one is left forward. Highest rated base card at 87. And then Hernandez, one of the weak links of the team, is actually the highest rated defensive mid or center offensive mid that has decent defending stats, which I thought was pretty surprising. And then it's Thiago Silva and Lucio at center back. Lucio in his prime, along with Thiago Silva right now. Maybe Thiago Silva at his prime. Some could say that he's starting to get worse. But those two would be an insane partnership. And then Mycon, that FIFA 10 card is amazing. He also had a good FIFA 11 card and a good FIFA 12 card. And he still has a relatively decent card, but if you're using a right back, well, right backs usually want to have some pace. I usually like to have 82, 83 or higher. So that's Mycon's only real problem. Then Felipe here, that would be Felipe Luis, who now plays for Chelsea. He's the highest rated Brazilian left back in FIFA Ultimate Team at 85. And so he'll probably have an 83 rated card next season. And that was back when he played for Deportivo in Liga BBVA. And he has a pretty decent looking card there too. Then Julio Cesar, 91 rated. Him and Casillas both were 91 rated in FIFA 10. And he really dropped off a lot. He was considered one of the best goalkeepers in the world. And then that one mistake in the World Cup, and nobody liked him anymore. I don't really think that was his fault. I think it was Melo's fault. But anyways, he's now playing. I think he's back at QPR. I do think he deserves a starting spot there, though, because he is still a decent keeper. But anyways, so those are the first four teams in this generation's national team sort of squad builders. But the next one, again, it'll be like Colombia, maybe I'll throw England in there, Argentina, and maybe one or two other teams. It just depends. And that'll be out later tonight, most likely, along with probably another squad builder, if I can get all three of those uploaded, because it does take a while to upload the video. So, that'll be the end of the video. Like and subscribe, and I will see you guys later.